Nicknamed the Big Mango, Bangkok is without question one of the most impressive cities in Southeast Asia. I visited Bangkok last year and thoroughly enjoyed my time in this incredible city. In this series, I briefly cover a city's history, population, skyline, as well as a few things that make the city unique. Now let's meet Bangkok. Bangkok is located along the Chao Phraya River just north of the Gulf of Thailand. The city was originally a small trading post on the west bank of the river during the 15th century. The official founding of Bangkok occurred in 1782 when King Rama I relocated the city to a more defensible position on the east bank of the river. This move marked the founding of Bangkok as the capital of Siam, which is now Thailand. Over time, Bangkok has grown into a bustling metropolis and today has a population of around 11.2 million. This makes it the 31st largest city in the world, falling between Paris, France, and Hyderabad, India. I think metro population is a better indicator of a city's actual size, and Bangkok has a metro population of over 17.4 million, which, if comparing to US cities, would be the third largest metro, only trailing New York City and Los Angeles. The city's population is very diverse, with large communities of Chinese and Indian people. A great example of this is the fact that Bangkok is home to the largest Chinatown in the world outside of China. Call me shallow, but when it comes to cities, I think appearances matter. I have mixed feelings about the Bangkok skyline. On one hand, it is massive. Bangkok has 115 skyscrapers, or buildings exceeding 150 meters. Which makes it the 13th largest skyline in the world. The only cities with a larger skyline in the entire Western Hemisphere would be New York with 318 skyscrapers and Chicago with 138. Bangkok also has some really stunning skyscrapers. One is the Bangkok Tower 2, which has a circular crown to it and was the tallest building in Southeast Asia until the completion of the Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur. The tallest building in the city at 318 meters is the Magnolias Waterfront Residences Tower next to the Icon Siam Mall, which I'll talk more about in a minute. However, my favorite skyscraper in the city is the King Power Building. This unique skyscraper looks like it was built in Minecraft, with the pixelated looking helix going up the tower. Now, with all of this being said, Bangkok to me is a great example of why a good-looking skyline is more than just the number of buildings or how tall and beautiful the buildings are. In order for a skyline to have a breathtaking, picturesque look, the skyscrapers need to be clustered together in a way that you can take them all in. Bangkok's massive skyline is literally and figuratively all over the place, and because of that, it lacks the visual appeal of other skylines to me. Some of the most eye-catching buildings in the cityscape aren't the steel skyscrapers, but the ancient temples or wats dotting the city. The first one that I'll mention is Wat Arun, which is a beautiful wat on the west side of the river. A defining feature of this wat is its central spire or prang, which is encrusted in porcelain. The temple really stands out at night when the entire structure is illuminated. Another fascinating wat is Wat Tramit, which houses one of the world's largest solid gold Buddha statues. Now, one of the most famous Buddhas in Thailand is the giant reclining Buddha in Wat Ho. The Buddha itself is nearly half the length of a football field at 46 meters long. Bangkok has a huge collection of other interesting wats, but the last one that I'll mention in this video is perhaps the most famous, and that is Wat Phra Kaew, or Temple of the Emerald Buddha. It's within the walls of the Grand Palace and is the most sacred Buddhist temple in all of Thailand. Part of what makes the temple so sacred is that it houses the statue of the Emerald Buddha, which is considered the sacred palladium of Thailand. Another common sight within Bangkok are large, luxurious shopping malls. I live 20 minutes away from the most impressive mall in the United States, the Mall of America, but I have to admit that some of these Bangkok malls were simply on another level. I visited 4 Bangkok malls when I was in Bangkok, and the most impressive of these was the Icon Siam Mall on the west bank of the river. I'd briefly mentioned it earlier because it's connected to the tallest skyscraper in the city. The Icon Siam Mall was a top 4 finalist for best shopping centers in the world in 2021. It has an incredible atrium, 500 stores, and even an area where they have a Thai street food market. And while on that topic, I should mention that one of the things that Bangkok is most known for is its street food scene. There are tens of thousands of street food vendors in Bangkok, which is why Bangkok is considered the global capital for street food. It's a major part of the culture of the city and was one of my favorite things about the city when I visited. Many of these food vendors can be found at or near Bangkok's various markets. One of the most unique kinds of markets in Bangkok are its floating markets, where food is prepared and sold directly from a small boat in a canal. There are several floating markets in Bangkok, but the most famous is actually outside of the city, the Dim Nim Samdoa market. Another famous market which is found outside of the city but is generally associated with Bangkok is the Mae Klong Railway Market. This unique market is located on active railway tracks, so vendors have to move their stalls in and out each time a train comes through. And I couldn't end this video without quickly mentioning tuk-tuks. Tuk-tuks are motorized rickshaws that have become closely tied to the identity of Bangkok. There are around 9,000 registered tuk-tuks in the city. Well, that wraps up my video about Bangkok. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.